Welcome. Today, we're going to decode one of the most important and frankly often overlooked details in building really strong business partnerships in Poland. We're talking about how to say a meaningful thank you. And look, if you get this right, you're not just closing a deal, you're building a relationship for the long haul.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it down. First up, we'll get into the cultural mindset behind gratitude in Poland. It's a little different. Then, we'll crack the code on what actually makes a great gift there. We'll look at why consumable gifts are, well, king, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the etiquette, which shows you really care. And finally, we'll talk about making sure your gesture lands perfectly, every single time.
So, first things first, we have to understand that in Poland, saying thank you isn't just something you do. It's a really deliberate act, and honestly, the stakes are way higher than you might think.
Just imagine this for a second. You've just landed a massive partnership. Months of hard work, and you got it done. Now it's time to say thank you. That generic gift, the one with a big logo slapped on it, it doesn't just feel impersonal. It can actually weaken the trust you just worked so hard to build.
And this right here is the key. The word dziękuję itself just carries so much more weight than a casual thanks. You see, it's woven into the cultural fabric of respect, hospitality, and just genuine sincerity. Your gift, well, it's basically the physical form of that powerful word.
So, how do you get it right? How do you make that genuine, positive impression? Well, there are basically 4 pillars that guide successful corporate gifting in Poland. Let's break them down. What's so cool about these pillars is that they're like a filter. They instantly steer you away from that, forgettable corporate swag and push you towards something that actually has some substance. It's all about thoughtfulness and quality, showing you value the person, not just the business transaction. And that leads us perfectly into the most effective and honestly the most culturally savvy category of gifts out there. It's one that taps right into Poland's amazing culinary heritage and that cultural emphasis on community and hospitality.
Just think about it for a second. A gift that can be shared with others, with family, with the team at the office. It extends your gesture of gratitude beyond just one person. It takes a simple thank you and turns it into this warm, shared experience. And that right there is why something like a high-quality gourmet basket is just a total home run. It's generous, it's considerate, and people absolutely love it.
Okay, and this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? The contrast is crystal clear. On one side, you've got class and thoughtfulness, gourmet foods, a beautiful bottle of wine, artisan chocolates, things people can genuinely enjoy. On the other side, all the things you want to avoid. A gimmick, something too flashy that might even make someone uncomfortable, or, anything that's basically a walking ad for your company. You're going for class, not for cliche. Okay, so you've picked out the perfect gift, but hold on. The job's not quite done. Now we've got to talk about the execution because this part can make or break the whole thing. I mean, how you present the gift is every bit as important as what's actually in the box. Yeah, getting these steps right shows you have a real respect for the culture. Elegant wrapping shows you care about the gift and the person you're giving it to. But here's the one thing, the really critical detail that a lot of people get wrong. Don't be shocked if your Polish partner doesn't tear open the gift right there in front of you. This is not an insult. It's actually the proper etiquette, a sign of humility. And when you respect that, it just proves your gesture is sincere. All right, so if you're an executive handling international relationships, you know this feeling. All this careful planning, all this cultural research, it can all get totally derailed by a simple delivery screw-up. So let's talk about how to make sure that doesn't happen. This quote really says it all, doesn't it? When you're sending something from halfway across the world, it's not just a package, it's a message. And that message can get stuck in customs, get damaged, or just show up looking, unprofessional. This is where having reliability and local know-how isn't just nice, it's absolutely essential. So you can see right away why this is such a huge advantage. Working with a specialist who's actually based in Europe just removes so many headaches. Think about it. They're not just shipping a box. They get the local traditions, they handle the presentation themselves, and they know how to navigate the local shipping scene without a hitch. It's basically an insurance policy on your relationship. So to wrap all this up, at the end of the day, saying dziękuję in a way that really connects is an art form. It's about mixing cultural smarts with perfect execution. A great gift isn't just a thank you, it's a real investment in your future partnership. And if you want to make sure your gesture of gratitude strengthens that business tie, working with a partner who gets it is key. Companies like Walwater Gifts, for instance, this is what they do. They make sure your thank you lands perfectly,
every single time.